Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 5. So, we are actually completely done with the Azure Gallery area. There's maybe one last thing to do, and that is because we have acquired some new materials. I think I'm gonna have another helmet made. Now, assuming... yeah, okay, it's the same as the one we already have for Resluka. And last time I argued back and forth whether whether this one would be better for our archer. And I think ultimately it is. It is more protection for what it's worth. It also is 25% fatigue removal, which is pretty good. Extra stun resistance as well. And the two levels in combat are probably at least equivalent to these two bow and sharpshooter skill points. So, yeah. I think we'll go with that. Right. And with that, I mean, technically those helmets would probably also be good for our spellcasters. Like, technically. I mean, according to the same logic. However, I don't have the materials, and I also don't... I guess they also can't really use those heavier pieces of equipment. I mean, he barely can, but yeah, they're both, as always, just barely scraping past that encumbrance limit. So, yeah. Right. Just figured I'd check that job board real quick. And now we can... yeah, there have been no new developments that would unlock anything new back at the Portal Fortress, so through the barrier it is, and into, presumably, I guess it's pretty much confirmed at this point, Vahnatai lands. The road ahead has been blocked by many tons of rubble. A cave quake caused the entire ceiling to cave in. Nobody has made an effort to clear the blockage away. There seems to have been a huge settlement here. There are still signs of inhabitation, but there can't be that many residents, or if there are a lot of beings here, they don't care to tidy up. Interesting. A settlement. Just past the barrier? I was briefly thinking maybe those missing explorers might have just set up camp right behind the barrier as soon as they got trapped, basically, in hopes of finding a way through it. Or their friends from the other side of the barrier finding a way to open it. But this room clearly looks like Vahnatai stuff. You squeeze through a crack in the cave wall and inspect the room beyond. It contains several blue crystal pillars, each over 6 feet tall. They aren't natural formations. They've been dragged here and carefully carved. It must have taken quite a bit of work. They have been here for a long time. They're covered with dust and mold. You wipe clean a patch on the surface of one of them. Then you jump back, horrified. There is something inside, a tall, emaciated creature with a bug-like head. It is tightly wrapped in a large, thin cloak. It is completely frozen, trapped within the crystal. You were warned of these creatures in your training. These are the Vahnatai. Proud, powerful denizens of the underworld and deadly foes of the Empire. I was going to say, wait, don't we know what Vahnatai looks like? But no, probably most Evernites might have actually seen one, or, well, I suppose most Evernites probably haven't seen one in person. But they would know stories, maybe depictions. But for people from the Empire, and, just normal, simple soldiers like us, Vahnatai are probably nothing more than a distant story, until we got specific training preparing us for them. Okay, so that makes sense. The Vahnatai, proud, powerful denizens of the underworld and deadly foes of the Empire. Well, I mean, used to be deadly foes. I don't think there's open war currently going on between the two factions, although I might be wrong. Depending on who you ask, I guess. They lived in the underworld long before any humans did, and they have made it clear that they will outlast you. And here a bunch of them are frozen, waiting. Yes. Well, we should also know that that's normal for them, assuming this is one of their hibernation facilities. You look down on several rows of crystal coffins arranged in neat rows and covered with moss and dust. They are larger than the crystals in the other cavern. Perhaps each one of them contains several Vahnatai, even a whole family. Then you see movement in the shadows, something large and wolf-like. As you watch quietly, a huge beast walks into view. It approaches one of the pillars, lowers its head, and begins to gnaw on the crystal. It has huge, powerful teeth, strong enough to dig into solid rock. You start to notice that the other crystals have been gnawed. The Hound continues to burrow into the crystal, ignoring you. Interesting. Oh, in fact, more than one Hound. Huh. Rockhounds. I mean, surely the Vahnatai would appreciate if we stopped their crystal coffins from being gnawed, right? Also, I have every reason to assume that there are non-sleeping Vahnatai somewhere around, possibly nearby. So that raises the question why, if they're not aware of what's going on here, and if they are, why they're not stopping it themselves. But, you know, since we're here and kind of planning to be on good terms with the Vahnatai, despite what our history, the history of our peoples, might be, obviously we're gonna help them and hope that we get rewarded for it afterwards. All right, save. Okay, quite a few of them. They don't seem so tough though. I mean, they look like hellhounds, like as if they might be fire elemental, but they are called Rockhounds. Also, this is going to be too far, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Well, if nothing else, we can go there. Draw their attention to Rasluka, as is her job. Again, they don't have a ton of health, but, you know, better safe than sorry. I guess I'll just risk it. Okay, they are susceptible to fire. That's kind of what I thought, because they're not actually hellhounds. That's nice, because that also means that Rasluka can use her weapon. There are quite a few more of those. Holy crap. Maybe they only broke into this cavern somewhat recently, and that's why the Vahnatai haven't taken action yet. That would explain why they seemingly haven't completely destroyed any of the crystal coffins, and only started gnawing on them. Yeah. Anyway, I guess we're gonna soften that guy up. Yeah, if I had expected this many of them, I definitely would have cast some haste and whatnot. But you know, as it is, I guess we're gonna be doing just fine anyway. All right, that's another 2 dead. These ones are... Oh, never mind. I guess they... Yeah. Well, once again, they were able to get farther than I would have expected, but not quite far enough to attack anyone, so that's probably why the rest of them decided not to even try. Fair enough. Nice. Mighty blow. Okay. I guess they do deal a lot of damage once they get a chance to. Just not that surprising, I suppose. Shoot that guy? Ah, not enough. Could have been enough with one of those hits like he did earlier, but, well. Fireball. Strong heal. You unfortunately have to finish that guy off. Oh, wait. Didn't the Hound get its turn before Swafnir did last time? Maybe... Huh, I guess just the one fireball? Just the one fireball was enough to stun it? And rob it of its turn? Interesting. Oh, I mean, I'll take it. Okay, just... For good measure, cold damage also works. And it's dead. Alright. Okay. The Hound's burrowing holes into these crystal... What? The Hound's burrowed holes into these crystal pillars. It turns out that they're thick shells full of fluid. The liquid poured out, killing the Vahnatai inside. Oh no. Crap, so we are too late. Well, we did save a couple of them, I guess. The Hounds are definitely pests, and noxious ones at that. Well, that's too bad. Oh, hey, look. Crystals. Alright, there's also this thing, which I didn't even try clicking on mine crystals. Oh. Well, maybe the Vahnatai are going to be interested in those somehow. Kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Second entrance to the same place? Looks like it. Okay, beautiful crystals. Don't mind if I do. There was a control panel here, a complicated contraption of stone, wires, and crystals. The jaws of the Hounds made short work of it. It's damaged beyond repair. Well, for us anyway. I mean, it does look like the majority of the crystals has not been damaged at all, so maybe there's still hope for this place. Oops. There we go. Steel shield, sure, why not? Healing elixir, fine razor discs. Okay. Oh, right, and we have to go through that. Okay. That makes sense. This was not optional at all. We might have been able to sneak past one, although I kind of doubt it, actually. Okay, so much for deciding to help those potential allies. You can't understand any of the strange twisted writing. Huh. A non-hostile banshee, hello. Anyway, you emerge from the Vahnatai storage rooms into open land. You are at the northeast corner of a huge cavern. This is a volcanic region, very warm and humid. You can see fumaroles in the distance discharging sulfurous steam into the air. The center of the cavern is dominated by a mountain. It is shrouded in steam. You can't make out what rests on top. Instead, you look at the smooth cave floor surrounding it. At first you think that this cavern is full of hillocks of smooth, dark, bluish stone. Then you realize that these aren't hills, they are domes. The homes of the Vahnatai. Oh, really? Many of them have crumbled and others are overgrown. Once, there were many Vahnatai here. Some of them are behind you, frozen in crystal. Where are the rest? Well, in one of these domes, presumably. Just to the west, you see the continuation of the large road that began near the barrier. It continues to the south, winding among the many domes. Do we actually have a... Oh. Yes, a new area has been added to your world map. I was gonna check. Anyway, Vahnatai lands. Well, okay. There's Thalans, which I believe has been mentioned in some context or another. Probably when we were talking to the voice from behind the barrier. I forget the exact wording, but Thalans was mentioned, so that is apparently a place. Possibly their capital, or at least the place where some Vahnatai currently are. Some waking Vahnatai. Oh, okay. Wailing banshees. The humans of Avernum haven't yet managed to invade the Vahnatai lands, but some of their magical creations have leaked through. There are several spectral figures walking up and down the road, howling as they go. A barrier and solid stone can't stop a ghost. Depending on the ghost, I guess. They are surrounded by a bubble of icy cold air. The moisture on the floor freezes wherever they walk. Fortunately, they ignore you as they pass. They don't even seem to know that you're here. Should we change something about that? I mean, yeah, obviously. Try to talk to them. You talk, you whisper, you shout, they just pass by. Their howling is starting to make you very uncomfortable. Well then, destroy them. They didn't notice you before, now they do. They turn and raise their spectral arms. Their keens become deafening. Okay. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem at all. Okay, immediately in combat. That's kind of unfortunate, but I mean, I suppose I should have been expecting that. They actually have a lot of hit points. Holy crap. Oh, wait. That's the Wailing Banshee. I see. Okay, that's the boss Banshee. The others are weaker. Good to know. I'm going to risk weakening this one. Oh, okay. That's fine, I suppose. Although that's a lot of damage. Whew. In case you... I'm also going to cast a prismatic shield for magic protection, because apparently we need that here. You are going to hopefully top her off, mostly. Mostly. Okay. And then... oh, we just keep working on the Wailing Banshee. Though most of the damage is going to come from just the accumulation of the other Banshee's attacks, but yeah. Seems like it's already, I mean, somewhat lessened compared to before. Okay, everyone's fully hasted. Kinda need to heal her But since I only have one action, I might as well move closer, so that hopefully next turn we might get a chance to apply the rest of the buffs. Definitely should have done that before. Also, well, we'll see. If we kill her, we kill her. Well, we did not. That being said, Ruka is gonna finish her off. Or, no, actually she's not. That's fine, though. Yeah, wait, we just killed her, whatever. And with any luck, we might even be able to reach these. Nope. Yeah, figured as much. Can we reach any of them? Okay, yeah. You know, 2 is better than none. Risking not to heal here, but yeah, these are much easier to kill, of course, so hopefully we should be fine. You know, just to make sure that this one dies. There we go. Definitely should survive 3 attacks. No problem. Of course, as always, range units are just super annoying. Actually, what do we have here? Enchanter's Ring. Mage spells, magery. Huh. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Thank you. That's an unexpected boon. Just a small heal should suffice here. Okay, just to confirm. Oh, well, can't. Can't confirm because too far away. That's unfortunate. I was going to throw a smite just to confirm that these count as undead and are thus immune to cold damage. Which of course is kind of stupid in retrospect because what I should have done is to just use Repel Spirit, which definitely should work. Anyway, since I can't reach her though, I'm just going to do that. You attack twice, no double hits. You can shoot twice, no special attack. Ooh, oh, that's not good. Yikes. Understandable, though. Okay, 2 more heals for you. Mighty Blow. Good damage. Overkill, but better safe than sorry. And I suppose, just for science, yeah, immune to cold. I mean, I guess I probably already knew that. Although Banshees, well, I mean, we fought Banshees before, just not that many of them. Okay, just to check this again. I mean, obviously it's an upgrade, so, but it's only for her because mage spells. I mean, technically I could, if I should find a second one, which I doubt, but you know, just in case. Oh, right, he does have the Might Effect resistance. Still, I mean, even then, it would technically be not terrible even for our priest, until we find something that actually gives something priest specific, just because of the protection and the magery. Although I guess just 1 point of magery isn't really that amazing. But for her, of course, this both boosts her spells plus the extra protection. And the only thing she loses out on is the magical efficiency, which is just, you know, a chance to use less mana. But I mean, at this point, we're almost at 400 mana, which is, you know, pretty decent, I would say. Anyways, save the game, and let's finish looking around this map, I guess. Some wild animals we were not able to calm down here. It's fine though. They don't seem all that bad. Oh, lava bats. That makes sense. Switch weapons. Should have done that before. Whoops. All bats. Oops, all lava bats. I mean, okay. Sure. And we're gonna take some damage here. Thankfully, most of our buffs are still in place. Unfortunately, not the prismatic shield, but you know. Damage is not actually as bad as I would have expected. So, no problem. Of course, lava beds, so no fire damage. We'll just do a little bit of this, just spread some damage around. And, oh. Why do I sometimes keep thinking that our priest has the cold AoE spell? I could have used her Icy Rain, of course. Well, as it is, I'm gonna just throw some smite around, and that's just fine. Oh, right. Shoot twice, that's fine. Wow, her damage... The damage with this other sword is just so terrible. Didn't it used to be somewhat... I don't know, at some point I think I considered this somewhat on the same level as her flaming sword. Or even better. I mean, the base damage is better on paper. But in practice, even against things that are not explicitly weak to fire, it just does so much worse. Kind of crazy. I mean, there's really no reason why it should. Unless most enemies just are either immune to fire or highly resistant to fire, or have basically no fire resistance, while almost every enemy will have some level of physical protection. So either the flame sword works really well because it's almost not resisted at all, or it's basically completely resisted. I guess it's probably just that. Anyway, Waveblade, yeah, just for silling, as expected. Anyway, back to that one it is. Vahnatai Cloak. Oh, fancy looking, but nothing special. Yeah, obviously, at this point, we have no need for that. Salt Crystal, sure, actually useful from time to time. Oh. Okay. Ow, that wasn't happening before. Yikes. There are a bunch of these fumaroles. I guess the description for this area did mention fumaroles, but I didn't think that they were actually going to be a thing that would damage us. It's kind of nasty. Okay, remind me again. Right, so there is something down here. There's actually, I mean, depending on whether there's anything stopping us, it seems like we could continue on to the next area immediately. I'm kind of curious just to see. I mean, this is otherwise a pretty small area. So, yeah, you know what? First of all, I want to get away from those stupid fumaroles, because those are, yeah, just annoying. Heal up. Save. Fire lizards? Oh, okay. These ones become. Don't know why I still walked close to that fumarole, even though I didn't need to. Okay. This place is gonna suck to explore. I suppose the range of those things isn't that great. But yeah, we actually took a bunch of damage here. So the smart thing would be, rather than just keep walking, as I did, and hoping for the best, would definitely be to just enter combat mode whenever I find myself accidentally entering the range of one of these things. Because that way, you spend way less time within the damage range. Obviously. Beautiful crystals, alright. Oh. Okay, hopefully this thing doesn't become active, or else that's gonna be actually annoying. You know what, we're gonna hope for the best and wait outside and wait for them to come to us. Okay, there's actually an opening here, which is fine, I guess. Okay, that's a one-shot. I like it. Well, you can obviously shoot through and at that thing. Okay. Oh, why did I forget that the unstable mass is the splitting one? That's fine, I guess. It's not great, but... Nope, I did not mean to cast the same spell on the same person twice, game. But, no, okay. My fault, I know. It's fine, no big deal. Okay, these things are actually really easy to kill. So we will do that. Oh, okay, frost does not work well. Fire does though. No, actually fire doesn't. But I think fire worked well. I don't know. Physical does work. Okay, that's fine. Lightning works well. Right. Just finish. Oh, never mind. Don't finish off that one. Come on. Okay, there we go. Holy crap. Okay. I mean, this thing's gonna split if I attack it now. I'm still gonna weaken it. Yeah. Okay. That probably was stupid. It definitely was, in fact. But that's fine. We can deal with it just fine, just like the one before. I mean, cold seems to work really badly. Fire doesn't really work better. And let's see, maybe this is one of those situations where this is actually gonna perform considerably better. And yeah. I mean, okay, that was a, to be fair, that was a well-aimed shot. He's also pretty low on health here, but thankfully we apparently did manage to stun one of them. Heal him. Yeah, it's still definitely better damage than with the Fireblade. Okay, so yeah, I was not completely crazy. And against some enemies, the Radiant Blade is actually better. Also, that Fumarole did not become active. I appreciate that. Another cloak? Yep. Okay, so this is the first one of those domes, and a ruined one. This obelisk is very old and worn. A little bit of writing is still visible on it, though you can't understand any of the Vahnatai scratchings. Maybe not that much is known about the Vahnatai language on the surface, because obviously among Avernites there are at least some people who can understand their language to a degree, right? I mean, the parties, our parties from the past games definitely learn to communicate and to communicate with the Vahnatai and to read their texts to some extent. But maybe that knowledge never reached the surface world, or the Empire just never bothered to teach that to their soldiers, and just gave them the basic crash course on what Vahnatai are, which I suppose is reasonable, because we were never really expected to come anywhere near Vahnatai. So yeah. Anyway, there is a huge wall to the east with a gatehouse in the middle. That explains that. Not visible on the map, but I was wondering if something would be stopping me, and yes, apparently so. It's a massive sheet of stone rising almost to the ceiling and topped with razor-sharp shards of crystal. The Vahnatai are a people who believe in good defenses. Interestingly, only on that eastern exit from this area, well, the southeastern one, I guess, not the northeastern one. Although I guess that magical barrier does the job just fine. Anyway, you see a motion inside the gatehouse. A Vahnatai warrior pokes his head out and inspects you. He disappears into the shadows, and you hear rapid conversation in their alien tongue. Hopefully, though, I mean, we're probably not going to be let through. Hello there. After we deal with this hound. Oh, these 4 hounds. Excuse me. But with any luck, they're not going to be actively hostile and just tell us to go talk to their elders or something. In fact, I'm expecting something like that. Okay, well, since we can, we'll do this. And this. Nice, first one down. Okay, still all attacking her, surprisingly. Okay, no problem. crystals. Oh, okay. Some experimental rats. And brain rats. Or a brain rat. Okay. Brain rat surprisingly weaker than the others. Although, I guess that's made up for by the ability to presumably charm people. So ideally... Do we have some other battle discipline that would help? No, we don't have anything stunning. We do have the stunning blow. Well, we could have the stunning blow. Might have it eventually. But not for now. Well, just to make absolutely sure that we... Or hopefully make sure that we kill it before it does anything nasty. We'll see, actually. Okay, we do get a chance. Wrong freaking button. Oh, and we somehow missed it. Because... stupid targeting circles just never make any sense. I guess in that case, I can just do this. Not that someone getting charmed by it would have been the end of the world, but, you know, obviously an avoidable annoyance. But it didn't even come to that, so it's all good. Right, nothing useful in there. This obelisk is very old and worn, a little bit of writing is still visible. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay. That's a lot of you guys. And you're quite strong. Okay. Bunch of warriors. Friendly for now. And hopefully not just for now. And we have Vatikus Te, so I guess we're going to talk to this guy, or not. The Vahnatai here don't speak your language. They also are not willing to let you pass through the gatehouse. One of them points to the southwest and says, Thalants. They don't say anything else. They just get in your way. Alright, fair enough. But you're okay with me just briefly looking around, right? And even picking up these goblets, because they're not marked as being owned by you. Don't mind if I do. It's just a human way. Waveblade, shield. Our inventory is filling up fast here. But that's fine. Okay, hold on. Let me just quickly remind myself. This is... Yeah. Okay, so it seems like so long as we stay on the actual road, or what passes for a road around here, we should be somewhat safe from those fumaroles. Okay, also this is the map directly south. I just wanted to confirm. Yeah. So noisy. Okay, save the game after that latest bit of exploration. Let's not venture into a new map for now. Oh, rats. However, they're doing a terrible job guarding what presumably is their nest. We'll just take that and leave them be. Oh, hold on. We're also going to take this stuff. Oh, and this can be sold. Not for much, but, you know, every little bit counts. Oh, there was something hostile on the road, apparently. Ah, mutant lizard. Well, that's fine. We're going to switch to our physical weapon, because lizards are famously heat resistant. I did break that guy's armor, I think. Sometimes do it so automatically that I don't even... that I'm not really sure what I did afterwards. Okay, not that I need any kind of strategy for these, obviously. Huh? Okay, there's another one. Boosted smite. Not quite enough. Mighty shot would probably have been enough, but, you know, again. Not a big deal there. Quite a few of these, huh? You know, maybe it is worth using at least some buffs. Are they all gonna come and attack? Maybe. Can't reach, huh? Yeah, thought as much. Okay. What about this one? This one's not interested in us at all. Finish this one first. Oh, you can attack twice. Well, in that case, attack this one. Nice double hit. Unfortunate. Kind of hoping to land some multi-hits with my lightning spray here, but oh well. Come on. Okay. This guy's just sitting here. We can do this again. Oh wow, you almost made it far enough. That's not what I meant to do. Can I... Please, let me cancel. Oh well, it's fine. And there we go. Okay. Again, let's not go there quite yet. Alright. I've been there. Oh, wait. Clearly there's something going on in this building. See no button though. Oh! Oh wow, that blends in really well. Holy crap. Noted. Oh? And access to the underground, huh? Well, didn't expect that. I suppose. Might as well check that out. I mean, according to the map... There is another map south of where we are currently, and then one over to the west is Thalan's. Of course, I don't know how extensive this underground area is going to be, how much fighting there's going to be, and if our resources are going to be sufficient. Also, you're completely out of buffs. Why is that? Oh, actually, it's only one buff in the first place, but still. I might as well do that one again. Okay, I did just save. These chambers are full of the Vahnatai crystal pillars. All of them are empty. Some of them have been carefully emptied, their inhabitants removed and revived. Others were destroyed by the strange rock-chewing hounds. The floor is dotted with pools of clear, sticky slime. That must be the fluid the frozen Vahnatai were suspended in. Okay, what I mostly want to find out is how large this cavern is, and whether it's worth using one of my actually kind of dwindling light sources. I mean, I guess I could probably just look for more to buy or something. I think some shops just offer light sources in unlimited supply, so I really don't need to be stingy with them at all. But it also seems like the cave is large enough to actually, you know, justify using one of those anyway. Yeah, okay, so health buffs are running out here, which is not ideal. Oh, also, back to the proper sword it is. Okay. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, we might be lucky to find these four just clumped together like this, but unfortunately there are a couple more that are not quite as conveniently stacked. Of course, I would like to. I would prefer to attack those with area spells if possible, as much as possible. We'll do that, and we'll see how this goes. This might not work so well for some of us. Yeah, I know. Come on. Surely you can see that. Game, please. There we go. See? Was that so hard? Oh, come on. Okay. It's still fine. You attack that guy, and deal almost no damage. Okay, one down. Okay. Another one down. Okay. Oh, you're not gonna finish one of them off and you can't break armor. So maybe just attack that guy. Alright, so that worked. Pretty much as it intended. You heal. You step here for what it's worth. Attack that one, almost kill it. Okay, good. I mean, at least I didn't kill Swapnir. Although I guess he wasn't in immediate danger of getting killed necessarily. Kinda doubt that these are all the hounds around this cavern here, but at least a decent number. Well, just as I say that, of course, another one comes around the corner. Still not that bad. Nice. Okay. Well, it might have been a decent chunk of all the hounds around here, though, with any luck. Of course, there might also be something of a boss encounter to be found. What is this? It's dormant. Crystals are dark. It's already been used. Yes. Okay. You knew that much. Oozing sword. Hello. Huh. Same base damage as our fire sword, just lying around here. Acid resistance and 5% hit chance. Okay, so it's slightly worse. I mean, the acid resistance is nice. Not necessarily more or less useful than fire resistance. And only 5% hit chance. Which is interesting. I think we don't need to give that to anyone for the purposes of just, just the stats. No. Plus it's also probably too heavy, so yeah, we'll just be selling that. It's a neat find, though. I wonder if in terms of resistances, would there be more creatures susceptible to acid damage than fire? I mean, technically I could swap between those two. Because any creature... Actually, I probably should do that, huh? That would be smart. Alright. Make some room. Whatever. Hand that over. I mean, again, the base damage does seem lower, but... anything that fire doesn't work against is very unlikely... is more likely to have some physical protection than to have protection against acid specifically, right? And the creatures who are resistant to both fire and acid should be pretty rare, I think. I mean, maybe for safety I'm gonna hold onto the sword for the time being. I'll just put it there for now. But I'll give this a try and see if it seems like, we're running into many creatures that are susceptible to neither of those. Maybe it's an even better find than I first thought. Anyway, save the game. A bunch of potions here. Yeah, thought so. Just healing potions, but still. Flood crystals. Oh, there we go. Another collapsed tunnel. Okay, and that's actually the extent of this. There is obviously some sort of tunnel going on that raised ledge, which we can't access from here. Oh, we'll see. Presumably the entrance to that is going to be somewhere on the map to the west of here. Of course, it could be past the barrier. There is actually something. Well, yeah, according to the map, there is something here, but again, I'm not sure if that's actually indicating something of any importance, any significance. You enter the southeast corner of the Vahnatai cavern. From here, you have a good view of the volcanic mound in the center, belching sulfurous steam and clouds of ash. Oh, that's that mountain that was mentioned, yeah? Okay. Belching sulfurous steam and clouds of ash. The floor of the cavern slopes away to the east. Pools of moisture have gathered down there, creating a stagnant and foul-smelling fen. The mist and darkness prevents you from seeing much of it, but there is a lot of screeching and howling. Always a great sign. At the far end of the fen, where it meets the wall of the cave, you think that you can see a faint blue light. Interesting. And the map doesn't indicate anything special in this cavern at all. I mean, if anything, I would have expected that mountain that was described to be in the central chamber, but then again, that icon there is clearly some sort of building, artificial structure, so I guess not. Yeah, you know, that sulfurous screeching fen sounds awesome, like a wonderful place to be, but I think I'm just gonna make a bit of a beeline for that settlement, so maybe we can check that out next time. Looking at the timer here, let's see if we can just sneak past whatever might be lurking in this place. What's this up here? Stone pylon. Oh, hold on. I mean, while we're here, you see a heartening and familiar sight. It is one of the portal pylons. It is crude and hastily built, but it looks like it would function. This is clear evidence that some Avernites have managed somehow to pass the barrier and explore these lands. Well, yeah, we heard about that. In fact, they didn't pass the barrier, but they just entered this area before the barrier was ever erected. There's no sign of them, though. They made the pylon and moved on. Didn't even leave any kind of note. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, we have that now. And presumably that's not too far away from Thalans, which we have now officially entered, I guess. Maybe it's literally the entirety of this cavern. I was thinking that maybe it would be, you know, a little enclosed settlement within the cavern, but maybe not. At last you have reached an actual Vahnatai settlement. Unlike the ruins you have been passing, the structure is occupied. None of the creatures are outside, but you can hear them working and talking within. It's not a city, or at least, if it is, Vahnatai cities are far different from the human variety. It is a series of smooth stone domes, like bubbles, connected by long, narrow tunnels. The complex is one large building, made up of several of these bubbles. Nearby you see that one of the tunnels opens out on the empty air. You can enter their settlement through there. This must be what the voice at the barrier referred to when it sent you onto Thalans. Okay, we were specifically asked to go there, which actually makes sense. Who knows what these strange creatures want from you? Information, assistance, meat. Hopefully not, and probably not the latter. Okay. Just taking a quick tour around the outside. Of course they have a job board here. It's, I guess, a human custom that they adopted. Surprisingly, the notes on this job board are all in your tongue. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe it's not that surprising. Also, the reason why some of these Vahnatai know at least a little bit of our language is probably from contact with those couple of members of the Exploration Corps. That makes perfect sense. And their descendants, although I guess they themselves, right? It's not, all of that happened not that long ago. So if any of them are still alive, they are actually going to be still living here. Because their colleagues are still alive, if somewhat aged, back in Muck. Yeah, okay, anyway. The Vahnatai must have known you were coming, had access to someone with a very crude knowledge of your language, and wanted to send you into harm's way for their own benefit. Okay, or maybe it's not what I thought at all. No. It's refreshing to know that whatever the differences between your peoples, the Vahnatai race is as sincere as humanity in its desire to get you killed. Oh, game, please. Okay, unfortunately only 3. Well, I suppose, again, it's a relatively small area. So, maybe not that surprising. 4 control panels. In caves marked with the pointy rock with the crystal pillars. In caves marked with the pointy rock with the crystal pillar sketch is panel which must be looked in on. 3 are the northwesterly, 1 is the southeasterly. enter and checking panels. If 4 panels are seen, go to Scora Irno for rewarding. Okay. Caves marked with the pointy rock with the crystal pillar sketch. I don't think we've seen that. We have found 2 control panels, of course. Well, one was completely smashed, one was in the cavern we just visited, but that one was had already been used, so presumably neither of those 2 are the ones described here. Rockhounds. The Rockhounds are torment, the eating of stone, the taking. Yet the gut has processed on the stones swallowed. What? Yet the gut has processes on the stones swallowed. Extract 12 crystals for Veltana's work, and she shares the fruit of work at you. Cutting out stones is vile but not harming. If Rockhounds hard to find, they sometimes stalk places where they have been seen before. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately I don't think we've picked up any special items after killing the ones that we've already killed. And normally you would get quest items like that even without having picked up the quest before, but I guess not in this case. Well, with any luck there are going to be enough. It also doesn't mention how many we need. Huh. Yeah, anyway. Hopefully we'll be encountering enough of them. That's not going to be a problem, that we're not going to have to look for respawn. That would be a little bit annoying. Message to Melanchion. Diplomacy is needed to Dragon Melanchion in the fortress in Black Waters. Good wishes and desire for meeting to be told to Melanchion. In case he's eating, is better for outsider to go than Vahnatai. Yeah, thanks. In case of not killing, reward of Melanchion is keepable by traveler. Awesome. I like these guys already. Maybe the game wasn't so far off with the little pessimistic description that we got there. Alright, here's their watering hole, or, you know, spring, if you will. Okay. Seems like that's just a dead end. Buttons are going to be difficult to see, though, on these dark walls, as we've already determined. Oh, okay. There's a Rockhound. I guess we can deal with that one real quick. I mean, I really should just have ended the episode as soon as I entered the cavern here, but, you know me, I'm not very reasonable sometimes. Sometimes. Anyway. One more group of Rockhounds. Should not occupy us for too long. That's fine. I was thinking about maybe saving that well-aimed blow for an area spell to deal with the next batch of hounds, which are actually joining the fight now. Okay. I thought maybe they might not, but never mind, I suppose. Almost. Nope. Don't heal. Okay, easy peasy. And did we get anything? Mind crystal. Unless they want mind crystals? I guess we haven't really seen them dropping them. Although I guess this one did. Huh. Oh wait, acid treated crystal. That is like a special item that doesn't go in the actual inventory, but with the special items, literally special items. Okay, so maybe we have been finding those from earlier Rockhounds, and I just wasn't paying attention to those. Okay, that's good then. You pulled the smooth, shiny crystal out of a Rockhound's tummy. Despite multiple washings, you can't get rid of the smell. Why would I wash them? And how? I mean, I guess why is pretty obvious, but that doesn't seem very practical. Also, we're not planning to keep them with us for any longer than necessary. Anyway, okay, that's, thankfully there wasn't a whole lot here. That being said, hold on a second. We did check that, but there is no visible button. However, there is apparently a passage past here, according to the map. Of course, that could actually just be a room on the inside of this, city, of this dome. Anyway, next time we're just gonna pick this one random entrance here and check out, what's the place called again? Thalans, right, kind of an odd name, but, well, not odd for Vahnatai, probably. So, yeah, we'll do that, see who there is to talk to and what they want to talk to us about. And depending on how long that takes, I guess maybe more exploration of these caves, but, well, typically a new town with lots of NPCs does keep me busy for at least one episode. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see next time. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.